In this lecture, we will see how to create reports in Frappe. Let's start learning. Let's open web application. Before creating a report, let's see some inbuilt report in ERP Next. Go to accounting, then click on general ledger. Now here we can see the general ledger report. On top of this report, we can see different filters. We can fetch values based on this filter. We can add values from date, then to date, and different types of account. Based on this, the report is refreshed and we can get the values of that particular account only. So these are the filters used in general ledger, and bottom of that filter we can see our report view. Here we can see different column with column names like posting date, accounts, debit, credit, and so on, and these are the values associated with that columns. So let's see how to export this report. Go to menu, then click on export. This will pop up a message box, and from here we can select which format we want. I'm selecting Excel and click on download. Now we can download that report as Excel format. Let's open that report. So this is our exported report and it is in Excel format. I'm closing this. We can also convert this report into PDF format. So let's go to menu, then click on PDF. Here we can define the letterhead and the orientation. We have two orientation types, landscape and portrait. I'm selecting landscape. Then here we have an option to pick columns. If I click on pick columns checkbox, we can see different columns of this report, and based on this selection we can convert this report into PDF. I'm not selecting any field here. Let's untick this pick columns, then click on submit. This will open a new tab, and here we can see that PDF. If we want to download this PDF, then click on this download icon. Now the download is started. Now the download is finished and we can see our report as PDF here. Let's close this. Next option is we can print this report, and let's see how to print this report. Go to menu, then click on print. Here also we can see a pop-up box and we can add letterhead here. So I am adding my default letterhead here. Then we can select orientation, and in print also we can pick columns. Then click on submit to print this report. Now we can see the print heading on the top of this window, and below that we can see our report. So this is how we can convert and export, then export as PDF reports in Frappe ERP Next. Let's close this. Here I am going to create a new report on server-side scripting. So let's open a new tab and let's open server-side scripting doc type. This is our server-side scripting list, and if you click on this list view button, we can see different view option. By default, Frappe creates a report for each doc type. If you click on this report, we can see the default report created by Frappe. And now let's see how to add our own reports into this server-side scripting. For that, let's open report list. And this is our report list. Add a new report. Select our doc type server-side scripting here. Let's add a name for this report. Server-side scripting symbol report. We can select different report types here. These are the types of reports available in Frappe, and first one is report builder, then second one is query report, then script report and custom report. Here I am selecting report builder. Next we can select letterhead to the report, and another option is e-standard, and e-standard option is used for standardizing this report. If I select yes, the report will become standard report, and this will create a JSON file inside our module directory. So right now I am not standardizing this. Just click on no. Then we can save this report. Now the report is saved, and if we want to see this report, just click on show report. This will open the default server-side scripting report view and reload this page. On left side, we can select different reports associated with server-side scripting. Right now, we have only one report, and that report is showing here. Now let's add some columns into this report. For that, let's go to menu, then click on pick columns. I'm adding 3 more columns here: first name, middle name, and full name. Then click on submit. Now we can see that columns here. This is not saved in report view, so let's save this. Go to menu, then click on save. Now the report is saved, and if I go back to our report form and reload the page, and go to client code, here we can see some JSON data, and this JSON data creates our report. Here we can see the field first name, middle name, and one more thing, full name. So this is how we can create a simple reports in Frappe ERP Next. In this lecture, we will see how to create a query reports in Frappe. Let's start learning. Let's open web and open report. Let's add a new report in server-side scripting doc type. Reference doc type is server-side scripting. Add a report name. Query report. Then select report type, query report, and let's make it as a standard report. So select S from e-standard select box, and I am not changing anything here. Let's go to query script. We can add SQL queries here. So let's open a new tab and go to server-side scripting doc type. Then go to edit doc type and let's see that fields. So these are the field names. Here I am using these field names in my query. Go back and add our first query. Select. Then I'm fetching the first name field. So let's copy the first name and paste it in query section as first name. Then from server-side scripting. Everything is fine, and let's add this in quotes. First name. Then save the report. Click on show button to show the server-side scripting query report. And this is my query report, and here we can see the first name column, and these are the first names available in server-side scripting doc type. Let's add some more columns. Let's go to doc type and copy some fields here. Middle name, then last name, then age, and email. Add the column names in quotes. Then save this. Then click on show report and refresh this report. Here we can see the first name, middle name, and last name, then age. We can print this report and convert to PDF and also export this to Excel format. So we can do all those operations in this report.